Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to do the last chapter in advanced structure, which is al-jam'u, which means plurals, and what are the implications of using different kinds of plurals in the text. So let's get started. So we know that there are two types of plurals: sound plurals, which are called al-jamul salim, and broken plurals, which are called jamul taksir. Now, let's see. So, following our Siga, um, just let me close this. Yeah. So, following are the Sigas along with some of their different possible broken plurals. So, right now, I'm giving you the Sigas of different broken plurals. So, we have in Fa'il and Fa'ilatun, female fa'il and male fa'il. We have plurals in fu'alun pattern, which is kafirun, kuffarun. We have plurals in fa'alatun pattern, which is khazinun, khazanatun. We have fu'alun, which is raki'un, rukkatun, sorry, ala wazinil masdari. So this is on the pattern of masdar, which is ka'imun, qiyamun. So qiyamun is also, I believe, the masdar and looks like a masdar, and it's also broken plural. In female file, fa'ilatun, we have fawa'ilu, and we have like normal sound plurals, but we also have fawa'ilu, which is like sa'iqatun, sawa'iqu. So this. Then we have fa'ilun, which I believe is ism sifa. So in ism sifa, these are the different patterns that we follow in broken plurals. Fu'ala'u, which is kabirun, kubara'u. Then we have fi'alun, which is shadidun, shidadun. Then we have af'ila'u, habibun, ahibba'un. So basically, these were two ba, which is supposed to be ayn and lam, the middle and last letter. But since this was mudaf, so ahibba'u. Af'alun, which is aduwun, da'un. Then we have fa'ala, which is yatimun, yatama. Then we have fa'ala, which is mayyitun and mauta. Then we also have these two. Fa'alanu is the singular, and the plural would be fa'ala. And the example is sakranu and sukara. And af'alu is if af'alu is one pattern. I believe this is some tafdeel. And fu'ulun asammu summun. So these are some of the af'alu is I believe this is I'll confirm with this which ism is this. So basically these are all isms, ism fa'il, ism sifa, different isms which have these plural patterns. We are mainly going to focus on fa'ilun in the coming explanation, but just keep in mind that these are the broken plural or patterns of broken plurals of different isms. And there are some more as well, but let's just right now focus on these. So some words have sound plurals as well as broken plurals. So you will find words with sound and broken plurals both. When is the sound plural used and when is broken plural used? That is the question. Secondly, why are there different broken plural patterns and how do they differ in usage and meanings? So when one of them is used and why do you have different broken plurals? So these are the two. So why sound plural is used, why broken plural is used? One question. In broken plural, there are different patterns sometimes. One word can have, broken plurals in different patterns. So why these different patterns are there? We are going to study that. So basically, if a word is following a particular pattern, why is it following a particular pattern in the text? So let's look at this. So in Balaga, if no alternate way, then no point in asking the question that why it was said that way. So, for example, only when you have an ism which has a broken plural as well as a sound plural. So you have two options, you have two alternates. Why one is used and not the other? That's the question. only then balagha will come. Otherwise, if there is an ism which does not have a broken plural, it only has a sound plural, or it only has a broken plural and does not have a sound plural, then this question will not arise. So, for example, masajid and zarf. And masabi, so zarf and ala are two isms which basically do not have alternate plurals. So let me write it over here. So over here we see that zarf and ala are the two isms which actually do not have an alternate. So these will be the patterns that they will follow. And then there are two considerations basically. So sound versus broken we are doing. So over here in these two cases, ism zarf and in zarf and ism ala, you do not have another alternate. These are the patterns that they will follow. Now in sound versus broken, you have al qilla wal kasra. So these are the two categories, two things that we have, that you have a jamul qilla and a jamul kasra, and we will study what it is. And another consideration is iradatul hadathi wa iradatul ismiyati. So we are going to study this in detail. First, let's look at al qilla wal kasra. So in inanimate objects, that means non-living, you can say, not really non-living, but something which does not really move. Mostly non-living things come under it. You will see how as in some cases there are exceptions, but killer means sound plurals from 1 to 10 sound plurals. So that means ghurfatun, ghurafatun, ghurafatin, ghurafatin, sound plurals 1 to 10. They are signifying that these are the numbers smaller in numbers, 1 to 10. And broken plurals actually signify al kasra, which means 11 plus. So when you see a sound plural, chances are that it is pointing towards less in quantity, like from 1 to 10. And when you see a broken plural, which is al kasra, a jamul kasra, that means jamul kasra, then that means it's something bigger in quantity. So these are the two considerations you will see, two things you will see at play in different ayahs. Let's look at iradatul hadithi wa iradatul ismiyati. Iradatul hadithi means when ism behaves as a fi'l. We know that ism file sometimes in a sentence acts as a fi'l. So just keep that in mind. So it carries a strong element of action. Then iradatul ismiya, that means ism is behaving as a noun. Simple. So let's look at Ajamul Killa wal Kathra. So we know that in this ayah, for example, if you see Wama amwalikum wal awladikum billati tukarribukum indana zulfa. So basically, this whole ayah over here, ghurafati, al-ghurafati is used. So your money and children are not at all what will bring you closer to us, except for the one who believes and does good deeds. Then those people, they will have double the reward because of what they did, and they will be safe in rooms. So here you see rooms as I've highlighted. So this is, as you can see, it's just plural. Now let's look at another ayah. Oh yeah, by the way, this is sound plural. You can see which just remind you 1 to 10 al-qilla, 1 to 10. Now let's look at other ayahs. So this is Surah Al-Ankabut, where ghurafan. So this, if you see, it's not sound plural. Another ayah is again ghurafun, which is again not a sound plural. These both are a jamul kasra, which is broken plural, which again I would remind you signifies something like a bigger number. So what is the significance? They're translated as rooms, 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 and everywhere. What is the significance of using sound plural? And what is the significance of using broken plural, al-kathra, in all three ayahs? So over here in the first example, you see those who believe and do good deeds. Simple thing. Like all of us, may Allah give us tawfiq to do good deeds. But simple meaning is that they believe and they do good deeds. But what do these two surah talk about? Ankabut and Az-Zumar. Let's see. So broken plural, if you remember, something bigger in number. So over here, if you see, in fact, both these ayahs, the background is uh, over here, if you see the background, they're basically talking about migration. And if you see, look at the translation, "O my servant who have believed, indeed my earth is spacious." So basically, Allah is talking about spacious earth. Why? Because the topic of migration is mentioned over here. So that's why Allah is mentioning that, earth of Allah is spacious, because in this in these surahs, topic of migration is mentioned. And we all know that hardships and sacrifices that people did, when they migrated in the name of, for the sake of the religion, what sort of hardships did they have to suffer. So therefore, their reward would be greater than the reward of a normal layman who just performs good deeds. Their reward would be, you can say, maybe this signifies that, a ghurfan more in number, rooms more in number, because for people who encountered so many hardships and sacrifice, their reward would be probably more in number than for people who normally just do good deeds. So that is one of the significance of using kathra, which is broken plural, and the significance of using in the previous ayah where ghurfatin, where sound plural was used, which was talking about regular people who perform good deeds. Now let's look at iradatul hadithi wa iradatul ismiyati. So, simple way, iradatul ismiya, you use broken plural when ism is used as an intended noun, which is used as it is intended as a noun. Let me just fix this. And iradatul hadithi would mean that sound plural, you use broken plural in, let me just, yeah, so sound plural is used where ism is an intended action. So this is one of the difference, that ismiya will be broken plural, and hadithi, which is intended as an action, you will see a sound plural over here with of the ism. Now also specifically this is talking about ism file, mainly because ism file is mostly ism file is used as a fail sometimes. We've seen that how that happens. It can sometimes behave and translate as fail mudare, basically. Now look at this example where وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ فِي النَّارِ لِخَزَنَةِ جَهَنَّمَ أَدْعُوا رَبَّكُمْ. uh, so over here, if you see, broken plural is used. It's not khazana, khazanuna or khazanina. Khazanina, khazanuna would be the sound plural, which is not used. Broken plural is used, which is khazanati. And if you see, and those who are in the fire will say to the keepers. Now, is it a fail or is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it a noun? Keepers, in simple words, is a noun. Over here, if you see, and we have, so over here, if you see, وَأَرْسَلْنَا رِيَاحَ لِوَاقِهَا. Over here, if you see, خَزَانِينَ, oh, sorry, khazinina, not khazanina, khazinina, which is sound plural. So we have sent the winds as pollinators, then we send down water from the sky and give it to you as drink, and you do not at all store it. So when you store it, if you see, fail verb is used. Now what is it? Khazinun has sound plural, which is khazuna, khazina. But in broken plural, it is khazanatun. So over here, if you see, broken plural is used, khazanati, khazanatin, and which is translated as an ism, keepers. Over here, if you see sound plural, khazinina, uh, and that is why you see a sound plural, which is translated as ism mudare. So that is the significance of this, that it translates as an ism refer to a group of people, which is ism, which is noun. And this translate as a mudare, and it focuses on the action. So this brings us to the end of this part. We are going to continue with the types of different broken plurals that are used, Jammu Kathra, and what is the significance of using different patterns in it. So even the patterns signify a particular, there's a connotation to it. There's a particular meaning to using a particular pattern in Jammu Kathra. So if there are any questions related to this part of the topic, please feel free to post on the group and one of us will be able to help you, inshallah. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.